Hey guys, this is Sandy. I'm a licensed realtor here in the Central Florida area and also a licensed loan originator as well. Today I'd like to do a video on what states are out-of-state shoppers moving to. Okay, let's get into it. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Remember to like and share if you like the content we're putting out. And also remember to press on the little notification bell so you'll be notified each time we put a new video out. So LendingTree did a survey or a research to find out where are out-of-state buyers, where they're moving to. They're saying 13.7% of home shoppers are buying out of their state, and they want to know where these people moving to and where they're moving from, where they're moving to. So they're saying 100% of the South Carolina people who are moving outside of South Carolina, 255% of other shoppers are moving into South Carolina. So South Carolina tends to be a very hot state right now. People of 100 people moving out, 255 people moving in. So yeah, so the prices in South Carolina should be going up as far as real estate home prices are concerned because more people are moving there. Now, they did say that California, New York, and Massachusetts, these three states found the least amount of people moving out of their state, right? So they're not moving out and people are not moving in there. So they're the fewest out-of-state buyers. However, out-of-state shoppers most desired, that means people who are moving out of state, they most desire to move to Florida, Texas, and Washington. Florida having a 9% increase and Texas having a 7%. So Florida, Texas, and Washington is the most desired state. Florida being the most desired, which is good news for me. Yay! Okay, that's great. So, however, they found that some other states where people want to move out of the state, they found Alaska, 28% of the buyers want to move out of state. Hawaii, I'm surprised with that. Hawaii, I want to move to Hawaii. 27% of people in Hawaii wants to move out of state. 24% of people in Rhode Island want to move out of state. And the most likely to seek out of state, people that are trying to move away from the state, Alaska being number one. I could see that though. I could see that because Alaska is cold. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm a bit surprised with Hawaii because I would think people want to stay in Hawaii, but I'm thinking the cost of living there may be really high, is my honest opinion. If anybody is watching here from Hawaii, can you tell me why people want to move away from Hawaii? Because I've never been. I want to go. It's on my bucket list, that kind of thing. So anyway, this is what the survey is saying to us. Okay, so that's what we're finding. Conversely, though, people who are looking to move out of state from Texas, only 8% of people looking to move out of state. Michigan, only 8%. Why? It's cold in Michigan, though. And Wisconsin, only 9%. Kind of weird, right? So people are looking to move to Texas, and some people are looking to move out of Texas. People are looking to move out of state from Michigan, only 8%, which I can't understand why that is. Don't forgive me, I'm in Florida. I like warm. So this is where, so the top state that people are actually moving to on top of that is Florida and Texas. Tennessee is still a big move to state as well, so people are still relocating there. Even though I just did a video, because Redfin did a research saying that there's a decline in prices in Florida, particularly Jacksonville and Orlando, and also in Tennessee, particularly Nashville. And I wasn't sure, on that video I discussed, I wasn't sure if that means there are less people moving there, so there's less demand in prices, because they were comparing it as opposed to September and July of 2023, which we know those were big COVID times where people were, doing all kind of crazy stuff. And the decline starts up in 2023. So that's what they were gauging off. But they were gauging off that from 2021, right? So maybe now in 2025, we have less people moving there. So there's less demand there. Not that people are not moving there. There's just not as much people as it was before, if that makes sense. Because whenever there's a research, guys, you have to figure out who is doing the research, what's the research being done for, who wants the research done, and what is it being done for, and in this research, what are we comparing to? Are we comparing apples to apples? Are we comparing today to yesterday, or are we comparing only yesterday or a few years stuff to now? So that's very, very important to understand as well. But with out of state buyers, people are still, the good news in this research is people are still moving out of state, people are still, getting away from the norm and starting a whole new life. The question then becomes, what age group is this survey based on, or this research? What are the age group of people moving out or interstate? Are we only talking about baby boomers or retirees? Are we also talking about millennials? Are we talking about younger folks, maybe Gen X, Gen Y? We don't know. So sometimes we gotta take the research with a grain of salt, but it does give us an idea of what's going on. But we just need some time to dig in to find out more as to why this movement is happening and who are moving. Are there people moving the people are coming into Florida? I will tell you for a fact, it's not just retirees. A lot of people are moving to Florida in different age groups, right? And I know this because I'm into real estate. So we have younger families moving in. Florida is no longer considered to be the retirement state. Thank the Lord. Oh my gosh. For many, many years, Florida was considered to be the retirement state, but it's no longer being that anymore. More younger people are moving. I moved to Florida in 2012. Oh my gosh, a long time. And I moved particularly because my son wanted to do a particular profession, and it was easier for us to be in Florida for that particular position. So that's why we moved there. So after COVID, right after COVID, a lot of people were moving to Florida because they wanted to be in the warmer state and they could work remotely. So there's still a high percentage of remote workers. That would also determine why people are moving out of state, realizing that they don't have to live here. I get phone calls every day and people saying, hey, I want to move to Florida and I still work, but I could work wherever I want to. So that's also determining what state these people are moving to. And also people are just looking to relocate. Sometimes they have a job that they could relocate to a different state. So there's different reasons why people would be relocating. The good news is though, people are still relocating to the top metropolitan states or areas like Florida, Tennessee, Austin, Dallas, that's in Texas, and all these different things. I'm just surprised that 24% of people in Hawaii are relocating out of state. What state are you guys relocating to, by the way? For the 24% of people relocating from Hawaii, what states are you relocating to? I want to know, because I would love to live in Hawaii. But one of my thought process is it got to be the increase in prices. And then guys, we have this big tariff thing going on. That's going to increase a lot of things, including the cost to build a home. So there goes new construction for us. And if you can't buy new construction, you got to buy a resale. And interest rates are still kind of high. So what's going to happen with that, right? So there's a lot of moving parts going on right now. I'm doing the video of April of 2025. Lots of moving parts going on right now in the whole real estate economy. The whole economy as a whole, because real estate has a lot to do with the economy. Some people are still thinking there's going to be a recession. Some people are still holding on to their cash because they might relocate, but are they buying? That's another good question. Are they buying or are they renting? Because I get people that say, I just want to come and rent first to see what happens. Then I'll figure out if I want to buy. So there's a lot of things going on. Let's discuss this. Give us a call, send us a text. Our number should be somewhere here or somewhere below. Let's discuss what your thought process is on where do you see the economy going and what you and your family are thinking of doing in this uncertainty. Like we have no idea what's going on. We don't know if interest rates are going to continue to climb. If it does, boom, there comes a recession. Interest rate might increase, which will determine that recession might be inevitable. Or interest rate might decline, which will send real estate market, the home prices up. So the real estate market will be going up. We don't know. Right now we're kind of, most areas are in a balance, I would say. So we have no idea what's coming. But it's certainly something to watch and certainly something to discuss. So let us hear from you, and we will keep doing videos on this topic to figure out what's going on. We always get calls and texts on our videos, so we'll tell you, keep them coming. We want to discuss this. We want to figure out what's going on in this market. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I'll see you on the next video.